All right, what is going on, people? Thank you for coming back and checking out my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. It's been almost, I think, 3 weeks since I've uploaded. Maybe a little bit less, 2.5 weeks. But we're going to hop back in the saddle. We're going to come back and do an overview of Elvis, live 1969. So, I believe this came out in 2019. And this was, honestly, I don't think RCA has done anything like this before or after. 11 shows, all in one package. This was a monumental release. I think it was probably 100, 110, maybe even 120 when it came out. I'm not sure. But, 11 shows, all in multi-track quality. I have my gripes with these shows. They're all extremely similar. Each show pretty much has the same jokes and dialogue, because I think he was trying to kind of get a routine going, since these were the first. This was his first engagement back to doing live shows again. But Matt Ross Spang did the sound on this one, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure Matt Ross Spang did this. I think these shows sound the best they've ever sounded. I have the original mixes, I think, to go by in that album collection. I used to have the FTD 7-inch of the Elvis live in person. I think I prefer the mixes on this set to those other two. So we're gonna kind of center this in the camera. It says, I missed the closeness of a live audience, so as soon as I got out of the movie contracts, I started to do live performances again. Includes 11 electrifying consecutive shows featuring the songs that you can read right there. And this was put out by Legacy. So, the first thing we'll do is go over the biggest disc holder right here. So, very, very, very good packaging. Lots of nice colors. I really dig the purple, yellow, gold kind of layout they chose to do here. But yeah, I'll try to do this as good as I possibly can. So, lots of great pictures of Elvis in this that they chose for this set. So, you got Elvis in his jumbo. Oh man, it's wonderful. Man, that is just cool. And all of the discs are yellow and pink, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the other disc holder. See if I can make that straight in the camera. There's what the back of that looked like. Well, if I hadn't shown the back of that, there's the picture on the back of the other one. But yeah, look at that. Check that out. So this one kind of is like I don't know what you would call it, kind of like a collage of different quotes, different banners. Maybe I can get that close enough for you to read if you feel like reading that. There you go. I'm sure a lot of people have this set. Yeah, that's very cool. So yeah. And then you get a, let me check here. 51-page booklet. There's what the front of that looks like. And there's the back, so it's all one picture, I believe. But yeah, all right, we'll do a flip through of this. That's where I put the sticker. If you want to read the sticker, see if I can center that. There you go. So, celebrates the 50th anniversary of Elvis' triumphant return to the stage. Complete newly mixed and mastered shows. A complete previously unreleased concert, 52-page book including rare photos and memorabilia, oral history curated from interviews with Elvis, Tom Parker, Tom Jones, Jerry Schilling, James Burton, George Klein, and Cissy Houston. I guess they count the front and the back as pages, but all right. If you want to read that, there you go. Hopefully you can read that. Make sure this is centered here. There you go. I think that's centered. All right. So, you know, Elvis recorded How Great Thou Art. And then he was getting closer to his movie stuff being over. And the comeback happened. And then a year later, he's back doing shows. Now, I believe the earliest show from this engagement that has a recording is August 3rd. And he went all the way to August, I think, 26th or 28th. That's information I should know, but I don't know off the top of my head. So yeah, so he wore a few different jumpsuits. He wore this, I think he wore a black jumpsuit, black two-piece. He wore a white two-piece, maybe white jumpsuit. Yeah. There's awesome jumbo guitar. And then he wore his karate belts with him. Very cool. And there's his, looks like a Gretsch, maybe Streamliner. Hollow body electric, very cool. Oh yeah, look at that. There is Elvis's belt, attendance belt. So, highlights from these shows for me are Runaway, My Babe, and then, you know, as you listen to the shows, you start hearing some rarities. This Is the Story, Inherit the Wind, Rubberneckin'. There is a rumor that in this engagement he's saying, You'll Think of Me, but I don't think any recording audience or anything has surfaced of that. And then you get kind of the transcript from the press conference, so I'll, if you feel like pausing and reading that, you can. And then you get your track listing. Now, I believe there is a boo-boo here. You get 21st, 22nd, 22nd, 23rd, and then it jumps to the 25th. And then the next page is the 24th. So they made a little bit of a goober there, but it's all good. And that is it of that booklet. So, I haven't looked on eBay. I should have done that and kind of give you a general price of what this is going for. My guess would be probably somewhere between 70 and 100, I would imagine, that this is going for nowadays. But I want to thank you all for watching and subscribing and commenting. I truly appreciate it more than you know. And I'm going to try to crank out videos more often. I've been really lacking the past couple weeks, but you know, things are happening in my personal life that are really exciting, and I'm trying to capitalize on opportunities and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do a better job of cranking videos out. So whatever day you wind up watching this, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.